Makenshi nakuze numva amazina make hari abagabo benshi bagiye muri politike ya Congo. Akenshi hari amazina menshi agenda agaruka, Bazariya Ruberwa, Bamozi Nyarugabo na Charles Bisengimana. Ni nk'abo bantu batatu twavuga bahagarariye ubwoko bwacu nyine kubuvugira cyangwa nyine bazwi. Ariko nkuko mubizi mwese muri hano bari kugenda basaza, kandi simbona nyine abantu benshi mu rubyiruko nyine bari muri politics cyangwa se mu minsi iri imbere batagihari cyangwa se bashashe ngo baritayirinze. Simbona nyine muri twe urubyiruko abantu nyine bashobora kuduhagararira. So my message niko kuvuga ngo mureke tuzabe Bazariya Ruberwa, Charles Bisengimana, Bamozi Nyarugabo b'ubwoko bwacu. Imagine if you had lawyers, engineers, nyine doctors basubira iwacu bubaka hospital, clinics yo kuvura bene wacu, lawyer titugiye gusa umuntu umwe nk'umulawyer umwe, nyine tugire benshi, atari kuvuga ngo that one person ni userukira ubwoko bwose. Dukeneye ngo tuzabe abantu benshi, tuba abantu bakomeye muri kino gihugu. Kandi nkavuga ko ubumenyi tuzabonera hano ntimukazabukoreshe gusa hano mwabuboneye, muzabusubize n'iwanyu mu gice mukora iwanyu. So mureke tuve hasi twese twige, duteze ubwoko bwacu imbere. Nitugomba guhagarara kino nicyo gihe cyacu. So nimuhaguruke mwige, mufite chance yo kuja kwiga, kandi nimwige nimwe muzubaka iwanyu, mugahindura n'amateka yanyu. Kandi munareke dukunda ubwoko bwacu, tuvuganire mu gitondo nijoro. Nawe uzatubwira atari twe twivugiye. So ubumenyi twabonera hano nibwo bwafasha iwacu. So natinze cyane, ndashimira mwese urubyiruko mwitabiye. Shimiye n'ababyeyi bacu bakomeje kudukundisha ubwoko bwacu no kutubwira amateka yacu. Njyewe ku giti cyanje nyakuriye tabona ko nagize opportunity yo kwigira yo kuba iwacu cyangwa se ngumenye ibintu byinshi, ariko kubera nyine ibintu bigenda biwacu byatumye ngira nyine bimbabaza cyane ku buryo mvuga ngo I have to stand up for my people, you know, ngomba kugira ikintu nyine ngomba gukora ubwoko bwanje, you know. Yeah. So nibyo navuga. Ndashimira mu organizer wino event yantumiye, Kazungu, thank you so much. N'abandi bose mufatikanyije. So mbere ko ndangiza, there's a game I want to play with you guys, kandi ndashaka musubize mufite energy. So ndavuga rubyiruko mwese musubizemo nitwebwe imbaraga z'ubwoko, kandi turasoma gatanu, kandi muvuga mufite energy nyinshi. Rubyiruko nta energy mufite. Rubyiruko I need energy, come on. Rubyiruko. So nizere ko ino message mwabishije. Mwese mufite opportunity yo kuja ku ishuri, muje ku ishuri mwige, muteze ubwoko bwanyu imbere. Muteze ubwoko bwacu imbere. Ubumenyi twabonera hano timukaza, you know, hari ukuntu umuntu yigira mu mahanga. Ubwo bumenyi ubonye keneye ko buno bumenyi tuzabonera muri kino gihugu tuzabutwara n'iwacu. Nimba uri umu engineer, kubera iki iyo bumenyi bw'ubu engineering wabonye ko kutabutwara iwanyu? Why not? You know, tamabarara dufite iwacu, for example, tabarabara riva ku ndondo rija mu Minembwe itari hari. So abo ngabo biga engineering, muzafata ubwo bumenyi mufite hano mubwende mubyaza umusaruro n'iwanyu. Yes, murakoze cyane.
Yeah, right there. Okay. Hi guys, my name My name is Elizabeth Nyonsenga, and I'm from Democratic Republic of Congo. I'm from South Kivu, and I'm here today because we have issues we need to talk about. Talking helps us understand what's happening so we can find solutions. First, we need to support each other by sharing our stories. When someone speaks, we should listen to them and support them. Sharing what happens to us helps others understand our lives better. Next, let's make sure everyone knows about our problems. You can talk to friends, family, or neighbors. And also use internet. Social media is a very great way to spread the word. Young people, please also speak up. You're the future. You have big ideas and fresh ideas. When you share your thoughts, people listen. And it can be a big difference. We need to work together to push for change. Talk to leaders and join groups that are working to help. Together we have a strong voice. Speaking up isn't always easy because some people may not want to listen or they just don't care what you have to say. But we can't give up because our voices matter. And we deserve to be heard. When we speak up, it shows that we're strong and we care about our community. And that we want a better future for all Babanyamulenge and all the Congolese Tutsis. So let's all promise to speak up. Let's help each other, use our voices, and work together to make sure everyone hears us so we can build a better future for everyone because we deserve it. I mean, why you as a person or as a Munyamulenge or as a Congolese Tutsis keep quiet when your people are being killed for no reason, innocent people? As a Munyamulenge, you shouldn't keep quiet when those are your people. Our silence only allows problems to continue. Speaking up is how we protect and support each other. Thank you so much.
Ndabaramukije mwese muraho amakuru. Kubatumva Ikinyamulenge. Hi guys, how are you doing? You sure? You good? Okay. Okay. All right. I'm a little nervous, but I mean, I'm only human. Okay? Reka mbanze nivuge. My name is Janet Kamariza. I was born in Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC for short, South Kivu specifically, in the village of Bibogobogo. Two beautiful parents that are up right there. To my handsome dad, to my beautiful mom, thank you so much for raising me. Especially with my mom, being the backbone of our family because my dad have health issues, so he doesn't, work or drive or do any of that stuff. So my mom she's a hero to me, guys. And I thank her so much for everything she's done for me and my brothers and my siblings. Sorry, guys. I might get emotional. I'm not gonna cry because, my makeup is gonna be messed up. So I don't want you guys to see me looking like a clown, But I had a great chance of growing up in Congo for a couple years. When I say a couple years, I mean like as a toddler, from 5 to about 6. And I have some great memories, which are not so many. I remember, living with my grandparents and my uncles, and as a family in Congo, if you know how it was orchestrated, you would live with people of your family, like your parents, your uncles, your grandparents. That's just how it was for me. And I remember with my dad going to hospitals literally almost every month. Yakazaremba cyane. So he was never actually there to see some of us being birthed. He was away in the hospital, either in Burundi, Rwanda, places like that, or somewhere else in Bukavu, and hospitals. So some of us, he didn't get a chance to see coming into the earth. But before that, my dad was a soldier. He was a great soldier. He tells me all those stories all the time. And last week he was telling me how, he would come home and, because they would go and come back, and sometimes my family would not expect to see him come back. Sometimes they would go and a war would happen, and then they would think that he's, not alive anymore. But, sometimes he would surprise my family and come back home. And, after he got married to my mom, he got sick, unfortunately. And so it's been like that for the past 25 years. But my mom has always been there doing everything, And as a woman, having a husband who's sick, because remember, the husband is the provider. The husband is the one that provides for the family. The husband is literally the head of the family. You understand? So without the husband being there to lead and guide the family, it's somehow, hard. But people will actually get in my mom's ears and tell her, you can leave him, right? You're still young. You can leave him. But she didn't choose that because she's a strong woman. And she believes that she got with him for a reason because she truly loved him. And even now, she's still loving him. She's still providing for all of us. She's still doing everything, especially for his family. She loves his family more than... I even sometimes feel like she loves his family more than she loves her own family. Because they've depended on her for so long, even now. But that's not what I want to get into. I want to get into my parents' marriage, and our family, our family matters. But I just wanted to thank my parents for raising me and my siblings. Even after everything that they've been through together, they're still here and they still want a good future for us, My mom is working very hard every day to put food on our table, to clothe us. Sometimes my mom still buy me clothes, guys. Before I had a job, she would provide me with everything, and me and my siblings. So I'm very glad that my parents are still alive to witness me become who I am today. I want to thank my dad for everything he did for our country and his people, because he's my hero as well. He's a hero to me, Many other people might not know him like other great heroes in Congo who fight for Babanyamulenge, but just because he's, not as known doesn't make him any less of a hero. He's a huge hero to me. At least to me, that's how I see it. And yeah, let me get into my message. I started with my mother because my message is about women. My message is about women today, and I want you guys to listen carefully. I don't want noise. I want you guys to be quiet so you can hear exactly what I'm talking about. And I've noticed that there's a bunch of guys in here more than the girls, the ladies actually. So I want you guys to hear this message. Today, I want to talk about something that's really important to me, and I hope it will be to you too. It's about menstrual hygiene management. We all know how important it is to have access to basic things like sanitary pads, clean water, and private facilities. But for Babanyamulenge women and girls, these things are a luxury they can't afford. Because of the conflict and displacement, many women and girls are struggling to manage their periods with dignity. They're forced to use makeshift solutions like clothes or leaves, and they often miss school or work because they don't have access to clean facilities. This is unacceptable. But what's remarkable about Babanyamulenge women is that despite the challenges they face, they don't need or depend on technology to survive. Instead, they work incredibly hard to provide for their families and communities. They're the backbone of their households, and their resilience is inspiring. That's exactly what I said with my mom. She's the backbone of our family. These women are true heroes. They're fighting against all odds to ensure their families are fed, clothed, and safe. They're the ones who walk for miles to fetch water, who work in fields to grow food, and who care for their children in love and dedication. We need to do something to support these women and girls. We need to make sure that all women and girls have access to affordable, quality sanitary products. We need to improve our facilities and provide clean water and private spaces for managing menstruational hygiene. But it's not just about providing products and facilities. It's also about changing our attitudes and beliefs. We need to educate our communities about menstrual hygiene, health, and rights. We need to reduce stigma and promote empowerment. Menstruation is a natural part of life to women. And it's time we start treating it as such. We need to create a society where women and girls can manage their periods without, having shame or fear. So let's work together to make sure that all Babanyamulenge women and girls manages their menstruation with dignity. Let's provide them with the support they need to live healthy, productive lives. We can make a difference, and we must take action now. We can start by raising awareness about menstrual hygiene and management, which I'm doing right now. We can support organizations that support sanitary products and facilities to work to women and girls in need. We can advocate for policies that promote menstruational hygiene and health. Together, we can create a bright future for Babanyamulenge women and girls. A future where they can live with dignity, pursue their dreams, and reach their full potential. Let's take the first step today and make menstruational hygiene management a priority. And let's give these incredible women the recognition they deserve as heroes of our community. About women, our Babanyamulenge women, not depending, you can forget Kinyamulenge. Sorry for the people who don't understand. Nindu tumva Kinyamulenge han? Tawe? That's good. Okay, they can forget Kinyamulenge. Uzi, jewe nababwiye ngo nakuriye muri Congo imyaka mitoya cyane. Navuye nkiri umwana. Nakuriye mu Bugande. I grew up in Kampala, Uganda. Can close my phone. Kampala, Uganda. That's where I grew up with my mom. My dad was already here. And excuse me, guys. And but for the little time that I was in Congo, I still have a few memories, good memories, by the way, which I cherish every day, because I never knew that a time would come that I had to leave my home. And for me, living, it wasn't because of war, which is, many reason to many of us, but for me, it was because my dad was sick, and we found a way to come and meet him here. But in Congo, if you go back in Congo, me growing up, what I saw is my mom aja mu murima guhinga, gutoragura inkwi, doing those kind of things, My aunties as well, my uncles' wives. Bakazana ibiryo mu rugo, bagateka, mind you, they didn't go to the store. They went to get those things out straight from the ground. That's how they did it. So, I compare it to us, the females of now, the ladies of now. We depend so much on many things like washing machines, cooking machines, microwaves, fridges, all those kind of things. We didn't have that in Congo. They didn't have that, but we always find a way to make it happen. The women always find a way to make it happen. That's why I said, Babanyamulenge women should be respected, and they're heroes. And it just amazes me how they did it. Imagine not having a washing machine, now that you have it, because I know many of you guys don't wash your clothes with your hands. Do you? Ninde hano ukichoza imyenda yiwe n'amaboko? I don't believe you, especially the guys. You do? That's good, that's good. Jewe. Girl, you're lying. Are you lying? Let's believe him. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt, guys. I believe him. I believe him. Okay. Jewe reka mbabwire. There's this, hariho ikoti abantu bakunda gukoresha bavuga ngo you can, it goes something like, somebody help me if you know this quote. You can't take the village out of somebody. Thank you. That's exactly what I wanted. Not to use it as an insult, but let me tell you guys, my mom still wash especially like the white clothes. Like you see that t-shirt my dad is wearing? She's gonna wash it with her hands. I know your mothers do the same, don't they? Exactly. They do? Okay. Because my mom does. She washed all our white clothes with her hands because, to her, the machine is going to mess up, the clothes. It's just going to... machine. So, and I've took that from her, though. That's something that I've took from her. I've learned so much from her, and I'm not here to brag, but I've learned how to cook from her. I've learned how to do so many things at a young age from her, including doing that. I wash my white clothes with my hands because I also have the same mentality that if I put it in the machine, it's going to be ruined. But it's not a bad mentality because that's how they grew up. That's how they were raised, and that's what they believe in. But from what I was, the point that I was trying to make is that hano twege abakobwa b'iki gihe dufite ibyuma byo kutwogereza amasahani, dufite amamashini ashusha ibiryo, dufite amafirigo, hariho n'amashini noneho bari mu kugura ateka, siko? Naje nzanye koresha mwari mu rugo, like you fry things, the oven, you know what I'm saying? Those things we didn't have in Congo. We still don't. They're still not there. But, with all that thing, with all those things in the house, she still chooses to do everything with her hands. And it's the passion and it's just incredible. I admire that about Babanyamulenge women, and most African women, by the way. They like to do things with their hands. They don't like they don't like to depend on anyone doing anything for them, including a machine. Like some of us right now. Abakobwa b'iki gihe, gushira imyenda mu cyuma, the cooking machine, everything. So everything does, like we depend on so many things that we don't realize how lucky we are. We are so lucky. Mureke mbabwire, we are so lucky. Hano ko turavuga ko turaseka, but let me tell you, abagore bakiri muri Congo bakora ibintu byose n'amaboko. Ta muntu bafasha umugabo umuziki wacu muri culture yacu, mu mico yacu umugabo gusa abamunka. Je nakuze mbona gusa bamudogo na bamuyoboda. All my uncles, they're milking the cows, they're taking the cows out to eat grass. That's all they did. That's all they did. They don't come and cook, they don't clean, they don't do that. Even now, I believe it's still running in the culture. Many guys don't help your sisters out. You guys need to help your sisters out. Muzamufasha ba sister banyu. Siko? Ninde anatufasha sister wiwe? Ninde uzufasha sister wiwe hano? Muzamureka kubesha. Ndabazi. I know you guys. Stop lying. When did it become a culture thing not to help your sister? Help your mom, help your sister. You understand? No, you don't. I'm joking with you guys. Ariko nyine nukuri bino ibintu byo kuvuga ngo umugabo ngo tabwa ngo guys don't go in the kitchen. None ujuje gukora iki watora ibiryo bamaze guteka. Muza mufasha abagore banyu, mufashe abamama banyu, mufashe ba sister banyu. Help a sister out. Help your sisters. Help. Do something, guys. You cannot just sit in the house and wait for your mom to cook for you. Mama wavuye ku kazi, mama company yarushe, and you're waiting for your mom to cook for you? Guys, I have brothers, and I'm going to tell you guys, my brothers didn't help me with nothing. I'm sorry. My brothers didn't help me with nothing. And I always ask myself, is this like a curse in the family or what? But it's a culture. You know, I will have fights with my brothers about that thing. But thank God now they moved out, you know. And I have to deal with less dishes. And mind you, we have a dishwasher, but I don't use it. It doesn't. I want to use my hands and clean the dishes so good that so what I can say is this, guys. We are so lucky. We don't know how easy we have it. The women back home, they did everything. That is so much. That's why you have to respect your parents. You have to literally help your parents because they've did so much. When your mom sits in the couch and she's like, she's really tired because she's tired. Your parents have done so much for you guys. It's time that you return, do something in return to help them, especially for our mothers, Our mothers are heroes. All mothers are heroes. Yes. And for the women, for the younger generation, the ladies that are getting engaged, or for the ones that are still, no boyfriends. Yeah, I'm talking about myself. So, for the ones that are still, no boyfriends, no any of that, but learn from your mom, okay? Learn how to cook. Learn how to do things. You cannot be in a man's house and be the man. No, that cannot happen. Ningo turi muri America, umugore ni umugore kandi umugore azoguma aba umugore, umugabo ni umugabo. You understand? Learn your roles. Do your role as a woman and let the men do their role. And if the man is not doing the role, you know what to do. You know what to do. You don't know what to do? You don't? How old are you guys? Oh my God, guys, no, listen. I'm not encouraging divorces. No, I'm not. No, I cannot encourage divorces because that's not in our culture. Because there's, guys, I've seen so much, but women, stick with your husband because you're not going to find anything better outside. But for sure, men, treat your women right. If you want her to stay, treat her right because these women now, they will go. They're going to leave you and you're going to cry. You understand? So, abasore muzamufata abagirlfriends banyu neza, abagore banyu neza, abagabo nabo, treat your women right. Abagore, guys, everybody played their role. But I'm not here to, I was here to why am I talking about this? But I want to say that thank you guys so much. Kubantu conference. It was Kazungu. Thank you so much. God bless you. And everybody else that had a hand in this. Thank you so much. Thank you. We see you and we appreciate you. As the youth that want to do something, they want to, have something to do back home. We are very happy and we appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. This is what I've always wanted. I've always wanted this. I want us to come together as a community because I've seen that, most Babanyamulenge come here and we tend to separate ourselves. But you know what? In Congo, we all live together. You would share, we all live together. We shared water. We shared, imirima. We shared everything. Like, why not? Why now? You want to separate yourselves? No, we have to come together as a community. And dukundane chane. Let me tell you guys, we have to love one another. Stop the jealousy, stop the hatred, stop the separating each other. We need to come together and love one another because we are a small minority in Congo. And guess what everybody does? They discriminate us. The other majorities don't want anything to do with us. Why? Why is it that we have to continue that here? We have to come here and love each other because we as a small minority, if we're not gonna love ourselves, nobody else is gonna love us. So let's spread love and just do what you have to do as a person to help out back home. Thank you. Thank you guys so much.
arakoze cyane munyemere tumuha amashyi menshi. Twihuta reka twakire Chantal. You're welcome.
Hey guys. I hope everybody's doing great. I'm not a public speaker, so I'm a bit nervous. But my name is Chantal Mado. I'm from the Democratic Republic of Congo, specifically from the Babanyamulenge tribe. Naje navukiye muri Congo hariya mugatanga ku Ndondo ndi umunyabyinshi mwinshi w'abasegege. Today I'm here to talk about the injustice against the Babanyamulenge people. But before I get into my speech, I want to say thank you to Denny, Ornella, Yvette, and Fisto for coming from all the way from Boston. And thank you, Kazungu, with your people for organizing this conference. Like I said, today I'm here to talk about the injustice against the Babanyamulenge people. I'm here to talk about the decades of long struggles against the Babanyamulenge people. We've endured discrimination, violence, and dehumanization, which persists till this day. The harmful labels that we get called by our fellow Congolese people, we got called invaders, foreigners in our own country, but we are part of the Congolese fabric from the eastern part of Congo. The Babanyamulenge community has faced a lot of challenges, including unfair treatment, violence, and lack of access to basic needs like education, healthcare, and jobs. This has led to a cycle of poverty. For us to address this issue, it's important to recognize the humanity and dignity of the Babanyamulenge people. And we need to advocate for them. As the youth, we need to work together for a future where community can live in peace, dignity, prosperity, so that the Babanyamulenge can live in peace. Because the Babanyamulenge struggles are a global concern that requires a collective response. One of the biggest things that we, the Babanyamulenge people, are lacking is the lack of representation and voice in decision-making. Supporting community-led initiative and organizing can help amplify the voices of the Babanyamulenge people. Economic empowerment is also crucial and can be achieved through access to education, job training, and economic opportunities. Anik talked about education, and she also talked about how we can advocate for our people. And Janet also talked about healthcare, and women, what they need. Personally, people might ask me what motivates me to speak about these issues. I remember back in, I think, 2017 when people were getting burned alive. I was like maybe 14 years of age, and it was very disturbing. I was not into well connected with the Babanyamulenge people. I was with white people, Congolese people, the one that called us invaders in our own country. When I saw what was happening to our people, it killed me. I was like, when it comes to other people getting hurt or having struggles, I'm always reposting or talking about them, but when it comes to the Babanyamulenge people, I don't speak up. I wondered why. That's because I had no knowledge on what was going on back home. That's when I took the time and asked my parents to teach me more about it. Because I remember back in the days, I couldn't even say 10 different miradas, but now I can say about maybe 11 or 12. Also, people ask me what motivates me to talk about the issue back home, specifically in Congo, to the Babanyamulenge people. Now, well, in general, Congo is also bleeding, but where are they when Babanyamulenge people are bleeding? They're always quiet. And when it comes to us, the Babanyamulenge youth, we always speak up for Palestine, Israel, but we never repost for our own people. And I ask you guys to learn more, talk to your parents, because they know more about our home than we do. Because I came from Congo when I was 3 years old, so I don't know anything. But I sit my parents down and I ask them to get more knowledge so I can know what I'm talking about or what I'm protesting about. I want to see that my people are treated with dignity and respect and given the opportunity they deserve. I want to see children educated, families healthy, and our communities thriving for the best. I believe that we as the Babanyamulenge youth can come together and make something great happen, not just wait for other people to save us when we cannot do that ourselves. We can't wait for other people outside to speak for us or come to our rescue when we can do that ourselves. If we need the help, we have to start it here within ourselves. But anyways, thank you guys. That's about it.
Okay, murakoze cyane.
Thank you so much.
Turabashimiye abantu bitabye bose.
We thank you for coming.
Icyo ngiye kuvuga nta gitandukanye n'ibi bavuze aba sisters hano bacu.
I will not speak of what's different from what our sisters mentioned.
Abantu bavuye mu state yose Imana bamugisha.
Everyone who came from different states, may God bless you.
Nubwo mbabwiye gutya ariko turishimiye ko muri hano.
We're so glad that you're here.
Watanze umwanya wawe.
You gave your time.
Watanze amafaranga yawe.
You gave your money.
Kubiga ngo ube hano.
For you to be here.
Turabubaha.
We respect you.
Turabakunda.
And we love you.
Kandi nukuri twifuza ko tubana buri gihe.
And we desire to have you all the time with us.
Rero mwiyumve ko mwisanzure museke ariko nyine ntimurenze urugendo ngo musakuze.
So feel free and but try and not be disturbant.
Okay, murakoze cyane. So iki gikorwa ngiye kubabwira ko ikigo twateguye intego yacu.
I would like to speak a little bit on the theme of this conference.
Kubera ko twatangiye dukereje.
Because we were a bit over the schedule.
Wenda tuzovuga ibirambuye ku munsi w'ejo.
We'll probably speak of it more tomorrow.
Murabizi urubyiruko rwa hano turi benshi Abanyamulenge muri USA.
You know that we have so many Babanyamulenge youth in US.
Urumva ni umugisha twagiriwe.
It is a great blessing.
Rero tumaze gushika muri iki gihugu.
So when we got to this country,
mwarize.
You went to school.
Mufite ifaranga.
You have your money.
Mufite umugisha wose.
You have great blessing.
rero tukifuza yuko uwo mugisha dufite wose twokoresha kugira ngo duteze imbere imiryango igihugu aho dukomoka ubwoko bwacu.
So we wanted to use the blessing that we have received to advance our country, our families, and our tribe.
Ariko ari igihe turangara satani akadupfuka mu maso ntitubone ko dufite umugisha dufite na opportunity yo guteza imbere ubwoko bwacu.
But sometimes we might be distracted and not acknowledge that we have that blessing.
Ariko kubera Imana itanga ubwenge n'ubushobozi no gushurirwa muri twebwe hari abasore baba bagenda bakora ikintu cyiza, ndatanga urugero ibintu byiza nk'aba Fisto.
But because God has given us knowledge and understanding, we have some people within us that are doing great things.
Nkaba King hariya.
Like Fisto and King.
Ubwo n'urugero ntanze.
That's just a few examples.
Abantu nabo gushigikirwa.
We have to support those people.
Ndabasaba mbabwire ikintu nabonye mu busiko bwacu bw'Abanyamulenge muri USA.
I want to speak on the things that I've seen in our youth.
Ibintu byose twabigize jokes.
We have made everything a joke.
Umuntu atangira ikintu ngo se nguriya watangiye gute ngo sizagira kuki ukamusanga ntaho mwamuva nta mwamuja kubera yuko mubona ibintu byose gusa muhora muri joke gusa nico kintu mbona abasore bo mu USA dufite b'Abanyamulenge.
Whenever someone starts something because we lack the understanding of the reason why they are doing it, we take it as a joke.
Murashoboye.
We are capable.
Mufite ubwenge bwinshi.
We have knowledge.
Kubera ko tuvuga atereka imbe serious nkora iki kintu gituma gifasha ubwoko bwacu n'umuryango wacu naho nkomoka.
Why can't we be determined to do something to advance our people and our families?
Nzambwira abantu ngo Imana ishigikira ikintu cyiza.
I always tell people that God supports a good thing.
Tukireba wowe ukomoka.
Don't look at yourself where you come from.
Tukireba uriwe.
Or who you are.
Gusa kora ikintu cyiza Imana izagushikira.
Do something good and God will support it.
Nuwireba kuvuga amateka yanje cyangwa ukomoka utacu nokora uzosigara uri hasi cyane.
If you focus on your past or your background, you will not be able to do great things.
Ariko numenye uko ushoboye.
But if you acknowledge that you're able or capable,
ubanze wiha agaciro wenyine.
And give yourself the value.
Tacu utokora.
There's nothing you cannot achieve.
Tuvuze notanga message uyu munsi ikomeye cyane ku rubyiruko rwacu.
A great message that I would like to give our youth
Tureke
today.
kuzana jokes mu bintu byose dukora.
Let us not joke about everything that we do.
Ico kintu narakinenze cyane mu bintu byose mukora benshi bakora babishiramo joke niyo mpamvu badatera imbere batafite ama vision batagera ku rwego hejuru.
That's something that I've realized that we tend to joke with everything. That's why we don't attain great things.
Kandi ugasanga umuntu wa joke ngarize.
And you realize that those people are educated.
Afite ifaranga.
They have funds.
Ariko bango akora ikintu gituma abantu bisangamo abantu bagira batera imbere ugasanga araho gusa yishiraho wenyine akirozaho ugasanga ntatembere nawe ntateje n'abandi imbere.
But because we're always joking about certain things, we don't create things that are beneficial to others and beneficial to us as well.
Imisaje nakubwira uyu munsi numenye ko umuntu ukomeye umenye imbaraga uyu munsi utangira ikintu abantu bose tukagushikira.
A great message that I have for you, if you know that you're capable and you start something, you can start and we'll support you.
Urugero rutoya gusa ahantu muyibonera sindi navuga ibintu birebire reba na hano dutangiye umukobwa wacu karavuga cyangwa umuntu wacu karavuga bamwe ntiba baramuseka gusa ntibaba bateganyirizo yavuga ko baramuseka bizekana yuko turi abantu gusa baza gusa kugira gusa kuminga gusa gusereza gusa guseka gusa so muri ico gihe tuzotembere geke.
A great example is when one of us is speaking and we're laughing and doing various things. When can we advance if we're still doing those things?
Rero mureke tube serious utegura umushinga utegura ikintu tuzogushigikira 100%.
So let us be serious and prepare various projects and we'll support you 100%.
Ngiye kuvuga kuri iki gikorwa dukora cy'amatuwa ni conference yabaye.
I'm going to speak on the different tours that we do in this conference.
Bayita igitaramo tuwa niko tucita.
We call it a gitaramo tour.
Gifite intego yo gukangurira urubyiruko gusenga muri ahantu hose.
Its main goal is to encourage the youth to pray.
Twakoze ibitaramo byinshi sindi ndabisuramo cyane umwanya wagiye.
We have done so many bitaramos.
Twakoze umwaka ushize twakoze ibitaramo hafi 9.
Last year we had 9 conferences.
Kandi ibyo byose
and all of them,
benshi bari babirimo.
most of you were there.
nimba udafite icyo wigiyemo
If you didn't learn something from those conferences,
genda wibaze wenyine kubera ikintu aja muri tuba wayinze gutarama
go back and evaluate yourself. Why
wisubiye
you
uvuga
go
ati
to-
ngomba guhagarika kuja mu bintu by'ubuzima kuko ntacu nankuramo
and evaluate if you're gaining something from the tours.
ako ndizera ko yuko muri abantu bazi icyo baba following baje kureba babakurikira igitaramo ndabizi ko mucumva kandi muje gusenga ariko rero dutera intambwe ibi gitaramo kigura umusaruro nimba ari ikintu wageraga utagera ukigereho kubera waje gutegereja mu y'Imana n'inyigisho ziba mu gitaramo.
But I know that most of us know what we're coming to do, and I hope that when we come to these gatherings, we can be able to advance our spiritual life.
Turakomeje ibitaramo ntibirangiye.
We'll continue with the gitaramos as well.
Ariko dukeneye gukomeza kuya level twaturiho gutse mutuma twice dutarame gusa no.
We don't want to stay in the same place that we were just gathering.
Dukeneye igitaramo cy'umwakuza kizoduha level nk'abasore b'Abanyamulenge. Tuve hano tugere kundi level mu buryo bazavata abasore batuye muri Amerika arahantu bageze biciye muri iki gikorwa cyawe canje tutezanye imbere.
We desire to have to take next steps, whether in the gitaramo or any other projects that anyone can have.
Muri ubwo rero tubonye uko igitaramo ari cyiza gusenga Imana ari byiza kandi mukunze.
Because we realize the impact that the gitaramo is having on us.
Twategereje n'iki gikorwa cyitwa conference Mulenge Youth Conference.
We thought of the conference, Mulenge Youth Conference.
Gifite intego yo gukundisha abasore b'iwacu aho dukomoka.
And its main goal is to encourage the youth to love where they come from.
Gukunda aho ukomoka biri mu bintu byinshi.
Loving where you come from is one of the essential things.
Ushobora kubakunda gusa ukazuvuga mu mutima gusa cyangwa hano kuba ndakunda.
You might just love it inwardly.
Ariko iyo ukunda ikintu ucitaho.
But when you love something, you care for it.
Uragikorera.
And you work for it.
Ugishakira ubuzima.
You seek life for it.
Rero nimba turi abana b'Abanyamulenge.
So if we're children of Mulenge
dutuye muri USA
and we live in US
dufite ifaranga
and we have funds,
niki twokora kugira ngo twibuke iwacu cyangwa ejo hiwacu hazobe heza.
what can we do to be able to build our home and guarantee a better future?
Bamwe muri mwebwe mwumva ko ari inzozi mwumva ko ngiye kure ngo wayi uvuga iby'Imulenge turi muri USA.
For many, they think, why am I speaking on the things in Congo?
Ariko mabwiza ukuri.
But let me tell you the truth.
Kuba turi hano
For us being here,
mwibuke benshi twaje turi impunzi.
most of us came as refugees.
Titwaje ku buhoro. Sorry. Umusubiza yandi yari afite na niba ino yanze. Twakomeza kiravuga. Umusubizo yari afite tuma dukomeza umwanya wagiye. Ndari mabwiye kuba turi hano USA.
For us to be here in the US,
Titwaje benshi kubwineza cyane.
we didn't come here for good reasons.
Twaje turi impunzi.
We came as refugees.
Twabaga i Burundi, Kenya, hehe hatandukanye.
We lived in various places.
Twahisanze se ari amahoro i Burundi cyangwa muri Kenya.
And we didn't go to those places because there was peace.
Twahisanze kubera ibibazo dufite iwacu.
But we went there because of the problems we had
Izo
back home.
ibibazo dufite iwacu bituma tugera hano.
And those problems brought us here.
Urumva yuko twaje hano kubera ibibazo dufite iwacu.
So we came here because of the problems back home.
Wayo shikano ukumva yuko washitse.
Why do you get here and feel comfortable?
Ufite wavuye.
You have your origin,
Bisigura yuko uzosubira iyo wavuye.
which means you go back to where you came from.
Simbabwiye ngo basubire bunyine.
I'm not saying for us to go back
Gusubirayo ni
today.
mu buryo bwinshi gusubirayo.
There's so many ways we can go back.
Wahakorera,
You can serve the
wateza
place.
imbere uri hano.
You can advance it while you're here.
Rero mureke dutangire dutekereze iwacu.
So let us start on thinking of back
Iyi
home.
conference dutangiye uno mwaka
This conference for this year
niyo kubakangura nk'urubyiruko.
It is just a way to encourage the youth
gukunda iwacu
to love our home.
kuko ndimabwiye pana kwakunda gusa kuvuga gusa nkunda Mulenge indirimbo mwumve ngo nkunda Mulenge utangira ubwire projet idolari 100 uzifite hano 200 wokora ikintu gikomeye iwacu gitave cyangwa Madego kuko mvuze gitave ko narahabaye mu Minembwe gitave narahabaye.
So let us start loving our home and start taking different projects back home.
Rero mureke uno mwaka dutangire kwakunda pana kwakunda gusa no kwakorera.
So let us start by this year not just loving the place but also working hard for it.
Twotaramano tukishima cyane ariko at the end umunsi Trump ababwira ati abarefugee mwese musubireyo.
We can come here and gather in Gitaramos, but if we were to be told to go back home,
maybe ntanze urugero rumeze ukuntu ariko umunsi yo bivuga kuko urabona impinduka zigenda ziba ubunyere muri iki gihugu umunsi yo bivuga twese twokwisanga muri Kongo.
Because of the changes happening in this country, when they would tell us to go, we'll have to go back in Congo.
Uzokwisangaho warahakoreye warahakunze.
So if you find yourself in that place, did you work for it or did you love the place?
Guys, nje ndi umuntu muto cyane hano.
One of the young people here.
Kimwe nawo turabasore twese.
Same to you, we are all the youth or young people.
Imbivuze simbivuganye amarangamutima cyangwa upfa gusa kuvuga gusa.
I'm not just saying this because of emotions.
Genda kino kintu kubwiye ugitekerezeho.
Go and think of the things that I just told you.
Kubera iki Abanyezraeli bahora batekereza wabo buri kubwije kubukeye?
Why is it that the Israelites think of their home day and night?
Nkunda gukurikira amateka yabo.
I love to learn their history.
Bagira ama conference hano muri USA menshi akangurira urubyiruko rwabo rw'abajuifu kugira ukundi wabo no kwakorera.
They have many conferences that encourage the youth to love their home.
Kwiki tubikora?
Why can't we do the same?
Ejo bundi rushimisha bategura ko conference ivuga ku bwoko bwacu tukomwitaba.
Maybe one of our brothers can start a conference and we'll go.
Abakobwa bacu hano botegura ikintu tukabitaba.
And our girls can start something and we'll go to support them as well.
Ikibazo cyabaye muri twege nuko tubona uko ikintu cyose umuntu wacu ateguye tugisuzugura ko ariko hatari mu munyamahanga cyangwa atari uwundi muntu ufite wenda ubuyobozi bwo hejuru. Mbabwiza ukuri nutegura ikintu gifite purpose nziza n'intego nziza gukunda iwacu ndakurahiriye tuzokwitaba kandi tuzogushikira.
Many of us wants to attend things when there are great leaders or foreigners, but I promise you that if you start something with great purpose, we'll support you.
Reka ngiye gukora kano kantu ndimugire ndavanze mu nyuve neza reka nsabe tata azicare hari.
Let me ask Tata to come and sit over there.
Ndamusaba azicare hariya.
I'll ask him to sit over there.
Tata tambuka azicare impamvu muvuze tata natambuke numwe mu muyobozi w'abasore muri Phoenix.
He is the leader of the youth in Phoenix.
Kandi bagira ibikorwa byiza.
And they're doing an amazing job.
Bafite ibikorwa byiza tuyimenya cyane kugira umuntu akora neza biramenyekana.
Whenever a person is doing a great job, we always
bafite ibikorwa bakora iwacu ruguru.
They do great things back home in Congo.
Phoenix Youth. Nukuvuga ngo mwagize neza.
You're doing great.
Jewe nahise mbakubitira amashyi ndavuga ati murebe hano muri Dayton cyangwa handi mufite ubuziko bwinshi ariko mutekereze namwe siniki muzamukoragira ngo iwacu muwafashe nk'urugero rwiza dufite rwa Phoenix.
For me, I applauded them because we have so many young people in Dayton, but we're not doing the same things they're doing back home.
Rero mureke dutangire guhera ugenda ubitekerezeho tukabijemo gusa kwera bavuze uzobanza uteke vuba ati komoka hehe niki ngomba gukora ubushobozi mfite wewe runaka urizi uzi icyo ukora buri munsi uzi amafaranga ufite n'ubushobozi ufite.
So go and think about it, evaluate yourself, evaluate the finances you have, and be able to do something back home.
Rero ndabashimiye.
So I thank you.
Kandi mbasaba.
And I'm requesting.
To be serious.
For us to be serious.
Nico kintu njiwe nabonye cyane tubuze tudatera imbere.
That is something that is preventing us from advancing.
Akakavuye ubona tugira nico bita kutagira respect mu buzima bwacu.
And the lack of seriousness that we have, it gives us, it makes us lack honor or respect.
iyo umuntu atubaha ubuzima bwiwe no kwiyubaha ubuzima bwe bugira akavuyo.
When a person doesn't have respect within themselves or respect what they do, their life is full of confusion.
Reka mbabwire nkiri mutoya cyane ngifite imyaka 20 gutya.
When I was young, when I was 20,
ushobora kubaza ngo ese ngo umukunde ndi mukuru. Yes, ndakuze naciye henshi inzi byinshi. Ni ukuvuga ngo nkiri mutoya
when I was young,
nakinye umupira cyane
I used to play
kandi
soccer
ndawukunda ndanawukina cyane,
and I love it.
ariko mu myaka 20
But at a 20-year-old,
numvaga yuko gukina umupira nagera mu bindi bintu nkama mbisuzugura nkama mzereka ngo uyu muhumure yakiniye ikipe y'igihugu y'u Burundi uyu.
this fellow played for the team of Burundi.
Tibibuza yuko nimba ukina umupira cyangwa nimba ukora ibiki ngo wamwumva yuko ngo ibindi byose ngo kwereka bira ngo z'abantu bakuze ngo z'abasaza ukamumva umusore wiba ku ishuri muri college ngo z'abasaza uri bizimurenga mu bireke ukumva uwo muntu kweri azagira kuki.
It doesn't mean because you're involved or you love one thing to disregard everything else.
You guys sinambabwira nabi ndabakunda.
I'm not trying to be mean. I love you.
Kandi ntacyo nkurusha pi.
And I don't have anything above you.
Ahubwo icyo ufite menye ukuntu ugikoresha.
But I just want to encourage you to know how to use what you have.
Nukoresha icyo ufite.
If you utilize what you have,
tugafatikanya
and we come together,
kiki kuko dufite ukambwira ati shoboye gukora social media, nshoboye kwandika intuzi ukaza ukatujoininga tugakora,
and you join us to use the skills that you have,
ntaho tutogera.
There's not a place we cannot
ariko
go.
ikibazo cyabaye,
But one of the biggest issues,
nukutubaho ubuzima bwacu kubaha umurongo.
It is the lack of respecting our lives and giving it a direction.
Turakomeje n'iki gikorwa.
We are continuing with this event.
Kizoza kiba buri mwaka.
It will happen every year.
Kandi kizoza kiba mu state yose.
And in various states.
Kizoza kibera gusa Dayton, kizoza kibera mu state yose, tugenda dukora tugira buri mwaka tugikora ahantu.
We will always have it take place in different states.
Kandi mbabwije ukuri. Mbivugiye hano.
And I'm telling you truly,
kizaba ikintu kinini,
it will be a great thing
gifite umusaruro
that has great produce.
ushobora kireba ukavuga ati ibi bintu bitangiye gutya, kizoba ikintu kinini cyane.
This will advance to become a great
kubera
thing.
yuko nzambwira abantu ijambo, Imana ishigikira umugambi mwiza.
Because as I mentioned, God supports a good thing.
Je kazungu bwanje
Personally,
ntacu nokora nsino batumira mwese ngo muze,
I cannot invite you to
ariko
come.
Imana iyo ibonye umugambi ufite muri wowe mwiza,
But God, when God sees the good plan you have within you,
izushigikira ititaye kuri wowe.
He supports it without considering you.
Ariko Imana igakunda uko nawe uba serious.
But He wants you to be serious as well.
Rero basore bagenzi banje,
So young people,
mureke dukorere ubwoko bwacu,
let us work for our tribe,
dukunda ubwoko bwacu,
love our people,
tubukure mu magambo,
and take it from words,
tubukure mu ndirimbo.
and take it from songs,
Shimira n'ababyeyi baje,
which I also thank the parents who came.
ndashimira, reke dukomere amashyi ababyeyi b'abakobwa.
Let us clap for them.
Ndabashimiye cyane,
Thank you so much.
mufashe umwanya muri iri joro muraza gutegera,
You took your time to be here,
tukangura n'ababyeyi aho bari bose baba batwumva turi live.
and we encourage all the parents as well.
Igihe cyose abana babona muri kumwe nabo mu kintu benike,
Every time the kids see your support,
nta mwana utogira imbaraga.
they will not be discouraged.
Ariko ikibazo cyabaye ababyeyi nabo basigaye barebera gusa.
But another issue is that the parents are also spectators.
Duhagurukane yonka twese, duhaguruke twese,
Let us, all of us, stand
dukorere ubwoko,
and serve our people
dukunda Imana,
and love God.
ntawe utazogera.
There's not a place
Imana
where not
wamugisha.
reach. May God bless you.